Can't get to the phone right now. Leave us a message.
Well, that's a little confusing. Margaret, your cell phone isn't on, dear. I hope everything's all right. It's after 11 out there. Anyway, call us back. You are. Deborah, I have Margaret. Is everything okay?
Everything's fine. I just slept in.
Are you sick?
No, I just slept in.
Oh, good morning, Margaret.
She slept in.
Don't you have meetings today?
Not today.
Oh, is the business okay?
It's the recession, isn't it? People are planning their own parties.
I have enough clients.
Oh, that's a relief. Oh, Margaret, do you remember Mrs. Frankel down the street?
Oh, yes. Tell her, Deborah.
Well, she was diagnosed with Parkinson's.
That's terrible.
Isn't it awful?
Awful. We just don't know how she's going to drink her coffee. She has a latte every morning and an espresso every evening. And now, well, we just don't know.
I'll send her a card.
Oh, no, don't do that, dear.
She probably doesn't want to worry too much about it. It'll make her sad.
Listen, sweetheart, Barbara said that Matthew's voice is still on your home machine.
People don't usually call that number.
Oh, really, Margaret? You don't need to hear that man's voice, even if it isn't very often.
I'll change it.
Oh, good idea, dear. No need to dwell. Well, we won't keep you any longer, sweetheart. You enjoy your day.
Goodbye, dear.
We can't get to the phone right now. Leave us a message.
Does the water help the rocks grow? Surprise!
getting addicted to the craps tables. So I said, let's get out of here, go out to LA and see Aunt Maggie.
How long have you been traveling?
About 3 weeks. We went down to New Orleans and then through Texas. Tell Maggie what we saw in Austin.
Bats.
1.5 million bats. They all fly out from under this bridge at the same time.
You sent a picture of the first time you went.
I did? I was telling Hannah that was about 20 years ago. Well, this time I knew to bring some hats. And so then we went through New Mexico to Arizona and the Grand Canyon. We acted like we were tourists from England. Excuse me, but this view is just bloody brilliant. Would you kindly take our picture? Why don't Hannah and I wash up and then I go make us all some dinner?
But you're the guest.
The guest? I'm your sister. Let me cook for you.
I've been trying to eat mainly organic.
Well, that shouldn't be too hard. We are in California. Will Matthew be joining us?
Matthew and I are no longer together.
Oh. I'm so sorry.
It's fine. It was a while ago.
I'm still sorry. So great that you do your Pilates every day. Probably helps that you have that awesome fitness room. It's like you're exercising outside.
You're welcome to use it while you're here.
Thank you.
How long do you think you'll be here?
Well, I'm not sure. You know I've never been one for schedules. Speaking of exercising, Hannah took some fantastic dance lessons. Why don't you tell Aunt Maggie about them?
I took jazz.
That sounds nice. Did you enjoy it?
So are we ready for dessert? I got brownies. They're organic. No, you ladies sit. This is a one-woman job.
I saw that you take a multivitamin. Do you take any others?
Any other vitamins in addition to the one that already has everything in it?
Here we are. Where's Anna?
If we leave now, we can be in Santa Barbara by 10.
Banana.
You said she was nice and took parties.
She is and she does. I did also tell you that Aunt Maggie's a little particular.
That woman out there is a lot particular.
I think we just caught her off guard.
I don't see how she's related to us. She must have been switched at birth.
Hannah.
Seriously, it happens.
I was 17 when our parents died. Maggie was only 4. We were just raised differently. I had our parents for longer. She had our aunts. And our aunts are difficult.
I still don't believe she's a party planner. She's more like a party pooper.
I'm making a list of activities for you and Hannah to do while you're here. The previous owners had cats. I swear the hair is still in the vents.
Maggie, do you want to talk about Matthew?
Why?
From your letters, it sounded like you were really happy with him.
I haven't been able to find the right pillows for the living room. They need to bring out the orange accents, but not take over the room.
Maggie.
I have looked everywhere.
I can't believe she just showed up on your doorstep.
Did she say how long she'd be there?
No.
Josephine never had any manners.
How does she look, Margaret?
Good. Maybe a little tired.
I would assume so, bouncing from city to city while she raises a child all by herself.
And she still hasn't told you about the father?
I haven't asked.
It's just so suspicious that she's never mentioned him all these years.
He's probably in jail or something. What's the girl like, Margaret?
She seems a little withdrawn.
I hope she's not on drugs.
She's 10.
Maybe she's depressed. I read many young people are nowadays.
Ridiculous. Their joints don't creak when it rains.
She was probably just tired too. They've been driving all day.
Speaking of driving all day, we have decided to go antiquing next week.
Marla's told us about this darling little place she found in Wells. We're hoping to find some new sconces for the entryway.
All the ones we've seen around here have been so tacky.
Oh, they really have been. Margaret, are you still there? Margaret?
Yes, sorry.
Well, you sound distracted.
Just need to finish some work.
All right, sweetheart. Well, we won't keep you then.
Goodbye, Margaret. Call us if you need anything.
I will.
Mom, you're being silly.
What? I'm worried about him.
He's always green.
Are you sure? I think he had a stomach virus. Hey, next time we go, we should dress in costumes too. We'll make up our own heroes. You can be the great Hannah Banana. Hey, Maggie, we're home. We'll have to decide what powers you have. Hey. We had a great time in Hollywood. We took pictures with all the characters.
Maybe you could put some of your things back in your car.
Oh.
It's just the room is small and your things are everywhere.
Are they?
It could be neater.
All right. We're gonna go out swimming. Do you want to join us?
I really can't.
Okay.
Come on, I'm one step ahead.
Sorry?
I thought you were my mom.
I'm leaving for the day. Do you know where she is?
She went outside to stretch.
It's probably not good to have so much blood rush to your head. Josephine?
Down here. I just discovered this spot. It's beautiful back here. Reminds me of the woods behind the Stevens house. Did you ever go there? I used to play there every day after school. And when we got older, we would steal beer and cigarettes and hang out behind this huge maple tree.
You would smoke in the woods?
Probably not the smartest idea.
Well, I need to leave for the day.
Okay. I'll come inside with you. You've already head dressed. Head games, we act like we're floating heads.
I told Hannah it's really not safe to lie upside down like that, all that blood rushing to her head.
But it also helps to correct the curvature of your spine, so...
That's true. All right, have a nice day.
Oh my goodness. Where did I get this long beard? Did someone slip me a pill?
Scary Harry pill.
Where should we go today? Should we go to an ashram in India?
How would we do that?
We'll put our noodles on labradoodles. Or we could go skiing instead. We'll put our...
Noggins and toboggans?
Good one.
What should we really do?
How about chocolate ice cream until we puke, and then a drive-in movie?
Double feature?
Triple.
in the pool, I'd like some floating candles. And then over here is where I'd like some banjo players, right here. Okay, here. And on the table, I'd like to have some peonies, flowers, tons of them. And then I'd like to have some lemon cake from Sweet Lady Jane. Are you okay?
Of course.
Well, you seem a little distracted.
Candles, banjo, peonies, and a lemon cake.
Perfect, okay. Oh, over here, I'd like a badmintonette. Right up there.
What are you doing?
One.
5, I go first.
I think Aunt Maggie's home.
2. Move forward 3 spaces. Truth. If you could travel anywhere in the world, where would it be? You wrote this one.
Let's invite Aunt Maggie to play. Let me rephrase. It would make me really happy if we could invite Aunt Maggie to play. Hi, Maggie.
Hi.
We're just starting this game. Can you play with us? We made it during a rainstorm in Santa Fe. It's just truth or dare, basically. I already have a playing piece for you.
All right. Let me just put my things away.
Great.
New Zealand.
What?
I want to see the glowworms you told me about.
Let's wait for Maggie.
No.
Hannah,
She doesn't want to play anyways. She's just being well-mannered.
please. Hannah, just pick from the truth pile. She has to say the place where she would like to visit most in the world.
New Zealand.
3.
Uh-oh, dare.
Hop on your left foot 10 times.
I wrote that one. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh.
You always want to exercise each side of your body equally.
Good to know. So what kind of party were you planning today?
My client's husband is retiring.
And you help with what exactly when you plan a party?
Everything. What kind of invitations they want, the music, the caterer.
I always wanted to have a costume party.
Like for Halloween?
Like for anything. I tried to have one once. I think it was for my 10th birthday. But nobody came dressed up.
Were you sad?
And I felt a little ridiculous. I was dressed like Mr. Potato Head and everyone else was in jeans. Phew, truth. What was your favorite toy growing up? That's a good one. Well, I had this little baby doll that Mom and Dad gave me one Christmas. I named her little baby Josephine, and I took her everywhere with me. I wouldn't let go of her. She became this little raggedy thing.
Like my blankie.
Exactly. Poor Blanky. Shrank down to a few threads. We finally had to give it a funeral. Rest in peace, Spanky.
I still miss it.
We do?
Really badly.
You have nice grammar, Hannah.
I wasn't raised in a barn.
Hannah.
It's just most people say bad instead of badly.
And actually, we didn't live in a barn, but we lived on a farm for a few months. Do you remember? You got to milk cows, ride horses. We were surrounded by animals. Chickens, pigs, goats. What else?
Rabbits, squirrels, badgers. Your turn.
Good night.
Good night.
You really are her spitting image.
What?
Mom, you've grown up to look so much like her.
She was a brunette.
She means you have her features.
Especially with your glasses on. Mom used to wear hers to read. Do you remember how she used to read to you? You couldn't get enough. You would laugh and clap as she read. And when you started to talk, you wanted to read with her. It was adorable.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom and then we'll go to bed.
Okay. Sorry that Hannah's being the way she's being. Once you get to know her, she's very funny and really sweet. She plays a mean round of hopscotch.
Maybe she just misses her friends.
Don't work too hard.
Good night.
We've gone 3 times and they still aren't restocked.
We'll just have to call before we go down again.
Have you tried ordering online?
Heavens no. We don't trust the mail these days. We've heard too many horror stories.
Sylvia still hasn't received last month's fruit basket.
Her grapes are going to show up as raisins.
Did you get the articles we sent you, Margaret?
Yes.
Oh, well, we thought they were very informative, especially the one on Kegel exercises. Didn't you think so?
Yes.
Well, really, Margaret. Don't take it lightly. Your mother suffered from a prolapsed uterus, you know. Is that Josephine?
Hi, Babs, Debs.
How long will you be visiting with Margaret?
Well, I don't know. It's been nice catching up with her.
If you had called first, I'm sure she could have freed up her schedule.
She's a very good host.
She is. And it's beautiful here.
Probably much nicer than what you're used to.
What she means is, Josephine, the communes you stayed in all those years, they couldn't have been very comfortable.
But I'm sure you had fun, eating oats and frolicking all day.
That's not really what we did.
No?
No, Barbara, it isn't. What we did was we learned to live together, communally, peacefully, to live within our means, to make foods and products entirely from the earth.
Did you meet the girl's father on a commune?
The girl? Do you mean Hannah, my daughter?
Hannah, yes.
No, I didn't meet her father on a commune. I haven't lived on a commune in 30 years.
Oh, we're never sure where you're living. It's hard to keep up with you.
I've sent letters.
Maybe they got lost in the mail.
And did the ones you sent me get lost in the mail? I don't remember the last time you wrote.
Well, we never know where to send anything, Josephine. You're always on the go.
I like adventure.
Does your daughter like it too? A child needs stability, you know.
Hannah's been able to experience a lot.
I'm sure she has.
She's extremely smart, very cultured.
No need to become defensive.
She could tell you the entire history of the Black Hills.
Okay, Josephine.
All about the Kennedy Space Center. She can name all 50 capitals.
Okay, Josephine.
I'm a good mother. I've been a very good mother.
Did she leave?
Yes.
Oh, it's always interesting when Josephine's around.
Oh, Margaret, did we tell you we found some sconces?
Oh, yes, and we're so pleased.
They work wonderfully with the wrought iron doorknobs.
That's great.
We'll try and mail you some pictures.
All right.
Listen, sweetheart, we shouldn't keep you while you have guests, even if it is just Josephine.
Okay.
We'll talk later.
Don't forget your Kegels, dear.
I won't.
No wonder you stretch while talking with them. They haven't changed at all. You speak to them every day?
A few times a week.
God, how do you do it? They're just so... In questioning my parenting skills, they should talk. Josephine, you must never ever get crummies on the floor. Josephine, you must never ever put the dessert fork on the outside. What a travesty. My God, I was 17 years old for crap's sake. I'm sure Mom and Dad were just rolling over in their graves. I'm sorry. It's just me and my own issues with the aunts. I shouldn't have said anything. This reminds me of going to the beach with Mom and Dad. We practically lived there during the summer. Do you remember?
I feel like I remember something about shells.
We collected them with Mom. We'd line the window ledges first, and then the bookshelves. They were everywhere. Drove Dad crazy.
He didn't like them?
He did. He was just a little more particular. He didn't think we needed to keep every single shell from every single beach trip. I miss them. Mom and Dad.
I don't want to.
I know you don't, but I think it'll be good.
For whom?
I really need you to.
It's not fair.
Please, Banana.
Achoo!
Come in.
Dinner's ready.
Thanks. 2 minutes?
I'm sorry if you don't like the chicken.
No, it's great.
I recently started using coconut oil instead of olive.
Why is that?
I read it's not healthy to heat olive oil too high. It can break down and become toxic.
But if it's not too hot, it's okay?
But I don't like to risk it.
Hannah and I picked coconuts all the time when we lived in Florida. You enjoyed that, didn't you, Hannah? So listen, Maggie, I need to go in the morning away for a bit. I need to go to San Diego.
For how long?
Just a few days. Hannah's gonna stay with you if that's all right.
I have meetings.
I don't need a babysitter.
I don't think that's what Aunt Maggie meant. I have an old friend attending a conference down there. I'd bring Hannah, but I'll probably go to some of the seminars to spend more time with my friend. I don't want to leave Hannah stuck in a room alone all day.
You just got here.
7 days, 4 hours, and 12 minutes ago.
I'm sorry, I should have given you more notice.
But you're coming back.
Probably Friday. Maybe sooner.
She's going to eat me.
What?
Like the witch in Hansel and Gretel. Aunt Margaret probably eats young children.
Banana.
I want to go with you.
I know you do, sweetheart. But I need you to stay here. Please try to give Aunt Maggie a chance. I love you as bright as a neon sign.
As furry as a shag carpet.
As purple as a baboon's bottom.
Friday?
I promise. And don't worry about her eating you. I don't think you're healthy enough for her.
God, knock much?
I ordered some pizza for dinner.
Let me guess, wheat-free, gluten-free, taste-free?
I ordered you one with pepperoni and extra cheese. Your mom said it was your favorite. They should be here in about 20 minutes. Are you okay?
That bed is uncomfortable.
Really? I just got new sheets. Did you want to sleep in here?
I guess.
Do I need to read you a story or anything?
No.
Okay. left you a note, but I didn't want to wake you. I had to run out and pick up a few things. My client wants to meet here today. I hope that's okay. Sorry for the short notice.
That's okay.
Do you want this?
What?
I think it would look better on you. Why don't you try it on? It looks nice. Do you like it? Oh, my client will be here any minute.
I'll stay out of your way.
You don't have to. Actually, you might know her, Catherine Topple.
What?
Catherine Topple. She's a singer. She goes by the name...
KTP. She goes by KTP. You know her?
I've played most of her parties.
And she's coming here. To this house. KTP is coming here.
She wants to look through my books. Are you all right? Hannah?
I'm okay. Let's do this thing.
So, Catherine, Beverly said you're still narrowing down the locations for your party?
Yes, my publicist wants me to have it in a proper place. But I want to have it at the zoo.
I'll speak with Beverly. We'll do something nice at the zoo.
Yeah? Oh, do you want to come?
Really?
Of course, if you guys are still in LA, you and your mom can hitch a ride with Margaret and Matthew.
Matthew and I are no longer together.
Back the truck up. What? What happened?
We're just not together anymore.
I don't understand. You guys seem so right for each other.
I thought we were too, but we just weren't.
I totally get that. I thought Stevie, this guy from my last school, was the right guy for me, but he definitely wasn't. In the middle of the school year, we got this new girl in our class, and she was a little heavy. And Stevie would make fun of her all the time, just to get attention.
That is so burnt.
I just told him I won't be with someone who's mean like that.
Good for you.
I'm sorry you had to go through that, Hannah.
It's okay. My mom just said he was a Dixie Cup boyfriend. Disposable.
Oh my gosh. That's awesome. Wait. What's Stevie like?
He was cute and sort of funny, but his breath always smelled like corn dogs.
Okay. Yeah, you were super cute, but your behavior sure was stank. You should have been a mute, 'cause your breath was super rank. My little Dixie cup, corn dog smelling boyfriend. Try it with me, try me. Yeah, you were so cute,
But your behavior sure was stank,
you should have been a mute.
'cause your breath was super rank.
My little Dixie cup, corn dog smelling boyfriend. My little Dixie cup, corn dog smelling boyfriend.
You two harmonize well together.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna call that Hannah's Cafeteria Jam.
It's my new favorite song.
Yeah, and what was your old favorite song?
I think it was the one about your father.
Yeah, I like that one too. He hates it. Dads. What's your dad like?
My mom said he was smart and very tall. He was married.
Oh. Oops.
I never met him.
Well, do you want to?
He has his family. We have ours.
Wow, Hannah. You're way more mature than I am.
Me and my mom talked a lot about it. She was a surprise, too.
She was?
Their parents were really young when they had her, like teenagers.
So, Margaret, were you a surprise too?
I'm not sure.
You were planned. When your parents thought they were mature enough, they had you. My mom was 13 when Aunt Margaret was born.
That is so rad. So you had like 2 moms growing up.
Grandma and Grandpa died when Aunt Margaret was young.
Oh. I'm really sorry to hear that.
It was a long time ago.
Well, how'd they die?
They were in a car accident.
They were going to a piano concert. Grandma had taken lessons when she was little and was thinking of starting again. Grandpa surprised her with the tickets.
That's so sweet.
My mom said that Grandpa was saving to buy Grandma a real piano, but at the time he could only afford the concert.
He sounds like a really nice guy. Hannah, I just recorded a new song. Would you like to be one of the first people to hear it? Yeah? It's kind of a dance track.
Hannah used to take jazz.
Margaret?
What? Was that a secret?
I'm not very good.
I tried to take jazz, and I was terrible. Come on.
She's so cool.
I'm glad you liked her.
Thanks for having her come over.
Well, she had to look
at your books. She never even opened them. That was nice of you, Aunt Maggie. Yes, you were cute, but your behavior sure stink. Should have been mute because your breath was super rank. Do you think I could be a pop star?
If you want to be, of course.
I think I do. Or maybe an anthropologist.
can't get to the phone right now. Leave us a message.
Worried about your credit score? Need a loan to pay your bills? Call Marky Bank today.
Was that Matthew on the machine?
I haven't gotten around to changing the message.
How long were you together?
Almost 3 years.
Whoa, he definitely was not a Dixie Cup boyfriend.
I know I need to change the message.
When did you break up?
He left me about 6 weeks ago.
Only 6 weeks? That's nothing.
It isn't?
42 tiny days, that's nothing, trust me. Do you know about the 5 stages of grief?
I've heard about them.
Denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance. You should still be in the denial phase.
How do you know all of this?
My therapist told me.
Oh. How long have you been seeing a therapist?
Just a few months. I was really upset after Freddie left.
Was he your mom's boyfriend?
Our dog. He ran away.
I'm sorry. I don't remember Josephine writing about him.
We only had him for about 3 weeks. But I loved him. I was in denial for a long time. I kept waiting for him to come back. But then I realized he wasn't. And that's when I entered the anger stage. That's when Mom took me to Dr. Sawyer. When I finally got to the bargaining stage, I offered the doggy gods all my allowance, all my toys and all my books, to let Freddie come back. But it didn't work. Sometimes things are just out of your hands.
I don't know why Matthew left. He didn't give me a reason. He just said it wasn't working.
That you weren't right for each other. That's so burnt. And Maggie, you may never get any answers. You may never know why it happened. Don't change the message. Not yet. Not until you've reached the acceptance stage.
Did Dr. Sawyer tell you how long that takes?
She said it's different for everyone. But once you reach it, you'll know.
And so now our sconces are the talk of the neighborhood. Everyone is stopping by to see them.
It's getting to be a bit much, actually.
Do I look like my mother?
What?
I only have one picture of her and Dad. It's hard to tell.
Well, my goodness, Margaret. Why are you asking this now?
I'm just curious.
It's Josephine, isn't it?
She said I look like her.
Your mother was a brunette.
Do we have any more photos?
We have a box somewhere. Barbara, do you know where it is?
Oh, I suppose it's in the attic.
Great.
I don't know why you want to dredge up the past, Margaret.
Curious about my parents. We never talked about them.
Well, sweetheart, why would we dwell on that tragedy?
Because they were my parents.
Josephine seems to be bringing up so much stress for you, Margaret. Has she said yet how long they're staying?
No.
Well, don't worry. I'm sure they'll head off to Topeka or Boise or somewhere soon.
I hope not.
Oh.
Looks like you two have bonded.
Incoming! Getting there. When do you think I'll get boobs?
I got mine when I was 15.
What about you?
Oh, I don't think that would affect you.
But your family.
I was 13.
You were?
I'm hoping for 12.
Hey, slow down. Boob talk already. Can't believe she's gonna be a teenager soon. All those hormones just running rampant. It's gonna be tough.
One of my clients says she gives her kids enough rope to wander around by themselves, but not enough to hang themselves with.
I like that. Hannah said she told you a bit about her father. Not my proudest moment.
We all make mistakes.
I'm sorry I left you.
It was fine. We had a good time, actually.
I mean, after Mom and Dad died. I should have stayed. I should have looked after you.
I wasn't your responsibility.
Yes, you were.
Let's play What Am I? Ready?
Corkscrew?
How was a tornado?
You were 17, Josephine. You were supposed to go live your life. That's what people do at 17.
Watch this one. Ready?
Banana split.
How was a banana split?
You are so creative.
Josephine, I don't blame you.
What are you guys talking about?
Just sister stuff.
Like what?
Like...
The answer right. I moved her around too much. She needed stability.
No parent is perfect, Josephine.
Sorry, we just showed up on your doorstep.
No sister is perfect either.
I was gonna call, but I was afraid you'd say no.
I might have, actually. So I'm glad you didn't. I've really enjoyed having you both here.
We've really enjoyed being here. thought you might like to have this. It's from one of our beach outings.
You and Hannah?
Me and you and Mom and Dad.
Do you think you could tell me more about them?
Dad was such a sweetheart, but he didn't talk much. Grew up like that. Couldn't really get a word in with his sisters around. But he had a great sense of humor, very dry. Mom was also funny and generous, caring, and whip smart. She was such a great cook. She made the best lobster bisque, but also the best PB&J. She actually was pretty perfect.
Well, she did have that prolapsed uterus.
Isn't this song rad?
Yeah, it's really grown on me, especially after hearing it 52 times. Hey, I'm gonna go in for some juice. You want a glass? I'll take that as a yes. What's going on?
Nothing is working. These look absolutely ridiculous.
Maggie?
You think it would be simple, a little splash of orange, but
they all look great.
They're shit.
Maggie?
How long have you known? How long?
5 months. I was trying to find the right
time. Why did you come
to...
here?
You're my sister.
Because I don't need any more loss in my life, Josephine. I have boxes of loss in my closet. I'll show you.
Maggie,
I'll show you them.
Your family, Maggie. I came here because I need to be with family.
Hannah. When are you going to tell her? How are you going to tell her? I read that with children it's important to be delicate, but honest, of course.
I was.
He knows? You told her, and she's okay? Poor thing, she must be spinning. What will she do? Where will she live? No. You used it to ask me? To tell me? When were you gonna do that? Or is this one of your little games? Let's see how long we can fool silly, ignorant Margaret!
No.
Because this isn't head games or what am I or truth or dare, Josephine.
No, it isn't, Maggie. It's just truth. And the truth is, I have pancreatic cancer that was diagnosed too late to do anything about. And in about 4 months, I'll be gone. And I came here because you're my sister. And there's no one on this earth that I can imagine leaving my daughter with.
I can't handle this. What were you thinking? No, what were you thinking?
What happened? Where's she going? What did you do? You told her, didn't you? Why did you do it? We were going to do it together.
She found my brochures.
You didn't have to go there. If you didn't, there wouldn't be anything for her to
But now I
find.
went there to help me manage the pain so I wouldn't be a burden.
Yeah? How'd that work out? I told you to wait. I told you to wait for me, but you ruined it.
It'll be okay.
No, it won't be okay. There's no one else. Because there's no one else. I hate you.
Hannah.
No, I hate you.
Come on, sweetheart, you need to eat something. You really should eat something. Didn't have dinner or breakfast.
I might as well get used to it. They probably don't feed young children in orphanages.
Come on.
I'm hungry.
How about Sarah in Florida?
Aunt Maggie's not a runner, Hannah. She'll come back.
She might not. What was wrong with Sarah?
She has 2 pet boa constrictors and a ferret. Explain that logic.
I could help take care of them.
No.
Meet me in Mississippi.
Hannah.
Even if Aunt Maggie does come back, it doesn't mean she's gonna want me to stay.
Who wouldn't want you? You know that having you was the best thing I ever did, right? It is. You're it.
What about when you ziplined in Costa Rica?
Boring. I love you as fast as hummingbirds' wings.
I love you as strong as a forklift.
As pointy as a triangle.
As funny as a knock-knock joke.
As high as the sky.
Can I come in? I'm sorry I was gone for so long. It was really impolite of me.
It's okay.
I was trying to decide. Which bedspread you'd like. So I got a few. I thought you should have some color in your room. But if you don't like them, we'll take them back and you can pick out something else. And there's a few other things we'll need. Posters, new curtains, maybe a different dresser, bathroom towels, a cute rug. And you'll need a phone, of course. There's not enough room for a desk, but I thought I could arrange some space in my office for you, if you'd like.
Okay.
And there's one more thing.
Oh my gosh. Hi. Hi, baby.
The fountain called her Elsa, but you can change it.
Hi, Elsa. I like Elsa. So cute.
I know she can't replace Freddie. She still needs some training, and they said she can be a little fickle. Good, at least you said all her shots.
Cute.
If you run out, I'm sure KTP can get you more.
It doesn't bother you?
It's organic. Hannah's already asleep. She must be really worn out.
Or content. You're doing your Kegels, aren't you?
Little bit.
I'm just saying, even if Josephine wasn't a refined person, she should have a dignified funeral.
Well, of course it will be dignified. Margaret's a professional.
I think we're giving her the perfect funeral. She'd be very pleased.
I'm sure she would be, dear.
Aunt Maggie, what do you think?
It's perfect.
Okay, sweetheart.
Do you think so?
I hope you didn't use that awful caterer from the bat mitzvah party. From the sound of it.
Debs, I gotta go.
Okay, but if...
I really do. I think it's perfect.
Thanks for selling it for me. Your stinger's bent.
I did it on purpose. I decided I was a busy bee that needed to take a rest.
You retired the mops.
I think a little hair won't hurt us. Right, Elsa?
One time my mom... Never mind.
What?
Nothing.
I'd like to hear the story.
You would? She forgot to put on shoes and she went around in her slippers all day.
She did?
To the bank, to the grocery store, to the mall. She didn't realize it until she picked me up from school.
That's hilarious.
It was really funny.
It sounds like a nice memory. Thank you for sharing it with me.
I have a lot more if you'd like to hear them.
I'd like that. Shall we?
Come on, Elsa.
You've reached Margaret and Hannah. We aren't able to get to the phone right now, but if you leave us a message, we'll call you back.
KTP in his house. And Hannah too. Yesterday we were together, but today things are
funny, but then I realized you pick on peeps every shape and size. But I don't worry your words, you'll eat. Oh, looky there, you're in the timeout seat, and I'm up dancing. Can you hear those beats? What? Steve is just dumb. Give me some drums. He's so whacked now. Snap